Hey, I'm Mark Romanack. Stick around because we're going to take this brand new Smokercraft GLS 210 Sport out for a test ride. I think you'll be amazed at the great features this boat has to offer. The Adventure 210 GLS Sport is 20 foot 8 inches down the center line. It has a 102-inch beam and its maximum horsepower capacity is 250 horses. Well, let's start our discussion of the GLS Sport right here at the helm. And the first thing that's going to jump out with you is just a beautiful big flat space on the console here for sonar. Happens to be a 10-inch unit on here right now, but there's plenty of room for maybe two 10-inch or even two 12-inch units if you wanted up here. It's got a tilt steering wheel, lots of leg room underneath. Underneath on the bottom side is a tackle drawer that's really convenient for storing the kind of stuff that you're going to need commonly, hooks, swivels, that type of stuff. And then across the rest of the console here, CZone. If you don't know what CZone is, it's a NMEA 2000 networking system that controls all the features of the boat, like the live well pumps, the bilge pumps, those types of things are all controlled digitally through CZone. When you take a look at this console, it's got a lot going on. Nice setup for fishing. I've just hopped across over here to the passenger side, and again, the console very nicely thought out. Big flat area up there with grab handles that are integrated for running. Also, there's a USB port up here, so there's power on the port side. That's nice because you can charge your cell phone even on the passenger seat. And underneath, there's a nice bait cooler, an Ingle bait cooler that can be used as aerated bait cooler for things like minnows or leeches, or if you prefer, you can just use it as an ice cooler for your cold drinks. I'm sitting on the raised casting platform back here at the back of the GLS Sport. And man, there's a lot of cool features here. The seats are flip-up style seats, so you can flip them up like I'm sitting in them now for passengers if you want. You can flip them down to convert this to a deck. Underneath this seat is bonus storage as well, so that's a very nice feature there. There's a big live well right here, right in the middle, plenty of room for storing your catch. There's a box here that's ideal for storing tackle, so you got two tackle storage options back here. And then in each corner, there's a storage compartment, and those are designed for batteries. One is going to be your cranking battery, the other one is going to be your house battery. So all of this is set up ideally for a fisherman who wants to stand back here and cast hour after hour after hour. There's a few more important features back here in the GLS Sport we want to identify. There's a washdown pump here. Every good fishing boat needs a washdown pump. In this box right here, when I open it, this is where the battery cutoff switches are at. Very easy to access. That's a nice feature. There's an identical box on the opposite side, and that's dry storage for tackle. And then you might wonder what these grooves are in the gunnel here. This is extrusion. It's called integrated track, and what this allows us to do is add accessories to the boat. You can put a rod holder on, you can put a tool caddy on here when you need it. If you don't need it, you can take it off and stow it. So integrated track is a very nice feature for being able to put accessories on the boat and take them off when you don't need them. I jumped up on the bow here of the GLS Sport, and lots of room up here. Of course, carpeted plush deck up here, so the raised casting platform is very nice. Down the center line is a coffin light rod box. Got huge capacity for lots of rods, so that's a beautiful feature. But then there's also some other unique features up here. A small dry storage compartment here, a large dry storage compartment here, another large dry storage compartment here, and a secondary live well. So we already talked about the main live well at the back. Now we got a smaller secondary live well that you could use for culling or for using it as a bait well if you want as well. Integrated track comes all the way up to the front here, so you can put rod holders in the front if you want. And there's plenty of room on this boat to mount an electric motor. A boat like this would have a 36-volt electric motor. Just an awesome fishing platform. You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about one of the other really cool features of this boat. It's called marine mat. When you look at the top gunnels and even some of the inside surfaces, you'll see marine mat surfaces. They're so you can step on here without slipping. It's anti-slip, and also has the name of the boat. It just looks really classy. You know what? The other thing about this boat is that people have to understand it's a crossover. It's a fishing ski. And in most cases that means a compromise, but there's no compromise here. This boat is a solid fishing boat. It's a solid family recreational boat as well. You really don't have to compromise when you look at the GLS Sport, because this is a boat that does everything very well. If you want to learn more about this boat, I recommend you go to smokercraft.com and check it out online, or better yet, find a dealer that has one in stock. Sit in this boat. I believe you'll agree with me. This is an awesome fishing platform.